Greetings, fam. Of course, you know this is your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, in the expanded version. And yes, of course, it's what? Wind Down Wednesday. This is the place where you come and have grown folk conversation, right? We're not in here reviling, demonizing, condemning, none of those things. We're here with an honest opinion or with facts, right? Wind Down Wednesday. I'm going to present you guys with a nice wine that I found also. But listen, hit that share button. You know how we do it. When we come in, we do what? We hit that share button. Let me turn my sounds down a little bit. We hit that share button. So go ahead and let everybody know, hey, your host with the most, the Cosmic Commander is on. Right? So let me drop and we can move on, right? My day, amazing. It was slow but sure. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Tonight is open. It's an open topic. Whatever you all want to demonstrate with, we'll demonstrate with it. All right? That's what's up. You know, Wind Down Wednesday is like, it's an open forum. It's an open forum. It's FUBU. For us, by us. It's for you and for me and for us. And if you have any content, listen, give it to us. Send it to us and we'll shout you out, right? I'm going to shout some people out tonight that are doing some great things, right? So how was you guys' day today? Put it on the timeline if you feel like sharing. Remember, sharing is what? Caring, right? That's why we share, because we care, right? Excuse me, you all know how we have to do. We have to share it, right? My staff work during the course of the week, which is why primarily I have to do all of this on my own. Normally my staff would assist me, and some of them are going to be on the timeline and they're going to share some information. Yes, absolutely. So let's all join in and Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Yes. Yes, I am. I am your host with the most. Right? The one. Yeah. We're finna get ready to make it do what it do. We're about to have this grown folk conversation. Grown folk conversations are very powerful. Don't y'all think so? When grown folk convene, we can talk about things normally. We don't get an opportunity to share, right? Okay. But hit that share button. And let somebody know we at it. Right? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. I'm hitting that share button. Come on in, fam. Y'all know how we do it. We come in and we do what? We share. Because what? Again, sharing is what? Caring. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Again, as I stated earlier, I have an amazing wine for you guys. Mm-hmm. As always, as I always do. And you don't have to sip on wine. You can sip on lemon water, lemon and lime water. You can have tea. You have coffee. Uh, you can have sip. You can have your wine. It's predicated upon what you want to do while you are engaging in grown folk conversation. Yeah. Tonight's topic, tonight's topic is open. It's open topic. Excuse me, y'all. I need to clean my YouTube. Excuse me, fam.
Which one?
Just sharing. Hey, Queen Octavia. Hey, Queen Livia. The Prince of Peace in the house. Hey, Prince of Peace. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I'm still finishing up on sharing. How about you guys? Have you guys hit that share button? Okay, let me share just a few more and then we'll get into this conversation here in just a few. All right. Hey, Mahogany, Airman, what's going on? Long time no hear from. What's up, fam? We surely but slowly are populating. So please share the feed so we can go ahead on and get at this. I know it's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Hey, Jennifer. I know it's been working nights. Okay. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Grown folk conversation. Y'all know how we come in and have that grown folk conversation. Tonight's open conversation for you guys to talk about whatever you want to talk about. But while we are populating and I'm sharing to different groups right now, family, and I hope you guys will share as well. Remember, sharing is caring. I'm gonna give some plugs here in just a minute. Remember, if you have any type of product, if whatever you're doing, please put it on the timeline. And if you have product and you want it and you want to plug, I will plug it for you on Wind Down Wednesday. I will plug it for you also on my Saturday truth session. Because this is for us by us. Okay? So that way you can at least get some exposure, right? Because you never know who may see what it is that you have going on, right? And you might make the connection with the right person to be able to get you over the hump. Sometimes we're only a person away from the kind of connection that we need to get us to where we really need to be. So that's why it's very important for us to connect with each other. Right? Yeah, connectivity is very powerful. Yes, indeed. It is very powerful. Okay, give me just a second to share just a few more, and we'll move on so that way we won't have to hold you long tonight. We just have an amazing conversation. Of course, you know it's done got hot outside, so you know everybody is moving around and doing various things, and they're not gonna be caught up sitting behind a computer or on the phone, right? So, with grateful gratitude, I want to say thank you all for your support, and those of you that come in every Wednesday and support us. Because why? It's for you, for me, and for us. Okay? All right? Okay, give me just a second. We're going to introduce this wine that I have, and then we're going to get into this conversation. How about that? Okay? We'll get into this conversation. And we're going to get into this conversation. Okay? Let's give ourselves an opportunity to get a few more in before we get into this conversation. And while we're getting into this conversation, it's an opportunity to get while we're getting into this conversation, let me put this plug in. For those of you that don't know, we're supported by Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, T. Swin. And he has a new book out. It is amazing. Love is for Suckers. If you haven't had an opportunity to order yours, listen, hopefully he'll be able to get in tonight because I know he's out on location. And he'll put plug in for you guys to be able to order this. Listen, you all, this is very powerful. Oh, it is an easy read. It's filled full of information that you would love to read about. So listen, this is T. Swin. And also, we're going to plug in also our very own Dr. Clea Etheridge. This is her book also called Creating the Amazing You. And it's powerful. And you have the ability to log in and do various things with this particular book. And it's a great book. It's a great read. So you may want to pick that up as well. Dr. Clea Etheridge out of the ATL. And T. Swin's out of Houston, Texas, baby. The Lone Star State where everything is big. Right? Okay, so thank you. Beaded Vibrations crafted by Kafira. That's the Prince of Peace. Please be advised, tonight's podcast has been sponsored by the Prince of Peace. T. Swin, Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Queen Octavia. Also, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker. Yes. Okay, so let me pull this wine out for you guys and introduce it to you guys. You guys see that? Look what it's called. It's called the Charmer. Whoo, look at that. Looky. It's called the Charmer. Hey, Katie. It's called the Charmer. And guess what? It's aged in a bourbon barrel. So which means that it heightens the potency of it. So you guys ready to pour up one and let's have a toast? Let's do it. Then also I have 1738 for our sipper. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. So I got my bell. You all got your bell? Okay. Ooh, looky. So, let's toast. My toast, as I present it to you all, listen. May you live forever, and shall I never die. Salute. Ooh, fam, this is off the chain. Yes. And also for my sippers, 1738, toast to you all. Hey, Christopher, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Here we go for the sippers, baby. One time for the sippers. Salute. Again, tonight's podcast is being brought to you by the Prince of Peace, T. Swin, Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, Queen Octavia, and the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker. And tonight's conversation is an open conversation. Conversation shall be led by who? You, the guest. And remember, let us know where you're hailing from. Hit us with that area code, zip code, city, state, whichever one you choose, so that we can connect with each other. We can create these connections, man, and listen, support each other. Okay? So if you have a business, put it on the line. Your website, put it online. Whatever you have that someone can invest in, please put it on the timeline. This is the place where you come and get free advertisement. And also, again, if you have some paraphernalia, if you send it to me, I'll plug you. For example, our very own T. Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast, has an excellent book out called Love Is for Suckers, right? You want to get that, all right? You can look him up and you can find him. He's some everywhere. T. Swin, baby. And then also for journaling, Create the Amazing Yourself is by Dr. Clea Etheridge out of the ATL. So look, and we're constituents. Doc and I, we are constituents. And also T. Swin, we are constituents. Listen, they're putting out books, okay? Hey, y'all, we are getting it on real strong. So let's support each other, okay? Wind Down Wednesday with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, in the expanded version. All right. So tonight's conversation is led by you. Who's the guest tonight? You are the guest. So what do you want to talk about tonight? Right? 803 in the house. We got South Kakalaki in the house. We got the ATL in the house. Who else are we working with? Oh, we got Baltimore in the house. The DMV in the house. Okay. We work. How do you repair a broken connection? Are you speaking in regards, Octavia, to a relationship, or what are you speaking in regards to? Can you be more detailed with that? Please, thank you. And family, did you all see that? Octavia says, how do you repair broken connections? Is that relationships, friendships? Right? Okay. South Kakalaki. All right. Let's get at it, fam. It's on you. It's on you. In a relationship, then in a friendship. Oh yeah. How do you repair it? It depends upon the in-depth happenings of that relationship in terms of how deep is that relationship and how long you've been in that relationship and what occurred to cause a disturbance in that relationship, right? So sometimes things are irreparable, and you just have to walk away from it. But then there are times that there's just miscommunication in the relationship or in the connection that needs to be clarified. In other words, you just simply need to, with greater clarity and transparency, let someone know what is occurring, right? Friendships are kind of funny because you have some fair weather friends. You have those that are they're only there for a moment, and they're not for extended stay. So if there's some type of breakup, then you can just let that go because it was fleeting. But then there are friendships that will endure the test of time. And I don't care what tends to happen, there's always an access point that allows you all to reach some level of agreement and heal in that kind of friendship. Yes, those kinds of friendships do exist. Come on, fam. Tonight is an open night. It's your chance to sound off. And also, please note that if you want to come on and voice your opinion, right, or make a statement, you can come on with the host with the most, right? Okay. So Queen Octavia says, so let's just say you notice a disconnect. And when the issue is brought up, it appears that the other party does not see it. Interesting question. Hey, Tracy. Hey, daughter. Tracy Love is in the house, fam. That's Fayetteville, North Carolina. North Carolina is in the house. Let's get up for North Carolina in the house. Let's get up. Yes. North Kakalaki, baby. Happy anniversary. She's celebrating the anniversary with her husband. Happy anniversary. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Happy anniversary. Let's get back to Queen Octavia's question here. Okay. All right. So again, or doesn't want to address it. It depends upon what the information that's being discussed will determine how someone may answer. And then they may answer in discretion. And sometimes when persons answer in discretion, it is because they know that a certain person can't handle a certain level of the truth or a certain level of transparency. On one side of that, and then on the other side of that, a person may just be a private person and don't want to share that level of information, right? You have privacy, and then you have certain persons that may or may not want to share that information because they know that it may create a conundrum, a kerfuffle, some physicality. So they may not want to share that information, right? And I think some of us has been in that situation because I know I've been in that situation where I've chosen not to share certain levels of information because I knew what would transpire. Oh, look at her, y'all. She's fashionably late once again. None other than Kizzy, Inspiration Queen. Hey, daughter. Mwah. Belated happy birthday. Earth Day. Solar return. All right. Yes, indeed. Que pasa, familia? Hope you are doing well. Nara, mi familia. Que pasó? Yeah. Hey, Brian, I see you, man. What's going on? I see you in the house. That's Brian. Hey, longtime friend. I met him through my own fabulous, well-renowned, my DJ, Boogie, the original gangster, by way of Illinois, by way of the ATL, baby. Oh, we having it. Oh, we moving on real strong. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes. Discretion versus privacy. So they get to determine what the other person can handle. I would say yes, because if you're in some relationship capacity, you get engaged. You want to get a gauge on who you're demonstrating with, because we've had some people that have unalived other people because of what they told them. Right? We've all seen this across the news and everything. So you definitely, if something doesn't agree with someone, you definitely don't want to release a certain level of information. And I caution people all the time when people say, hey, you know what? I'm being transparent. Yeah, but being transparent doesn't always mean that you're being transparent. You may be releasing a level of information only for the purpose of creating a cloak for yourself and not really revealing yourself. So you got to be careful with that when you're talking about, when you get into the realm of transparency. Let me share something with you, all family. Listen, the truth is only as great as who's telling it. Right? The truth is only as great as who is telling it. I don't care if it is the truth, but it is only as great as who is telling it and how they are telling it. Right? Oh, we need toast on that. We need toast on that. Let's have a toast, fam. Put on the timeline what you're sipping on. Water, tea, coffee, wine. You're sipping. I got a toast for the wine, and I got a toast for the sippers. I got 1738 in the house. All right. Salute, salute. Wine Down Wednesday. Tracy says Chardonnay. All right. That's a good choice. I love Chardonnay. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. Kizzy says water and eating grapefruit. Also, yeah, you can get drunk off that grapefruit too. It ain't like you, hey Joanne, it ain't like you can't get drunk off the grapefruit, Kizzy. You act like, oh, I can't get drunk off the grapefruit. Grapefruit will get you drunk too. Huh. Sippers, salute. Yes, indeed, Lavelle, salute. All right, y'all. So Octavia says, I don't think that's transparency at all. Unload the truth and let them handle it the way they seem fit. If you feel like that, Octavia, you may be able to, in some capacity, handle some level of truth, but then there are some truth that some people can divulge that will put your head on a swivel. So you want to be careful when you're talking about tell the truth. It'll be like that movie where Jack Nicholson was in, where he said, "You can't handle the truth." Yes, indeed. Sometimes, as the elders have told us, some things are better left what? Unsaid. If you agree with that, put a 1 on the timeline. I'm going to beat you guys. If you agree with that, put a 1 on the timeline. If you don't, put a 2. The elder said, some things are better left unsaid, right? So if you agree with that, put a 1. If you don't, put a 2. You may not agree, that's okay. Or you may not want to participate in that, and that's okay too. Both Kings, Most Dreads, greetings. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. Okay. So, Queen Octavia put a 2. JP 1. Joanne 1. Lavelle 1. I put a 1. Okay. Tracy says not many people can handle the raw truth, so she put a 1. Kizzy put a 1. So the only outlier so far, thus far, on is Queen Octavia. Would you like to further elaborate on that, Queen Octavia, as to why? Because the elders understood something that we didn't understand, and they have experienced things on a different level than we have experienced. Okay, so now that I'm also in the category of elder, right? It may not look like it, but I'm in the category of elder. I know that certain things are not good to say. When most people say, just tell me the truth. No, you don't want the truth, right? You really don't want the truth, because if I tell you the truth, you know what? 9 times out of 10, even if you tell someone the truth, guess what? They're not going to believe it anyway. They're not going to believe that. Don't you know it is easier for people to swallow a lie than it is for them to accept the truth? Isn't that something? To swallow a lie than it is. Isn't that something? Throughout this journey, I've found that people, if you do tell them the truth, they don't even believe it. How many of you have ever experienced that? If you've ever experienced that, where you broke down and you really told someone the truth and they didn't believe it, put a 3 on the timeline. Let me see if I can beat you guys. Put a 3 on the timeline if you've ever experienced that, and if you haven't, put a 0. If you've never experienced that, put a 0, right? Kizzy says, in my line of work, I am truthful and honest, but reading a person, now let me get to that, hold on. Kizzy says, in my line of work, I'm truthful and honest, but reading a person something, I won't tell them yet because they aren't ready or may be too vulnerable to hear it at the moment. Okay, let me read that again, because that is very important. Yes, Tracy, sad but true and unfortunate. Right. So let's look at what Kizzy said, family. Kizzy says, in my line of work, I'm truthful and honest, but reading a person's something, I won't tell them yet because they aren't ready or may be too vulnerable to hear it at the time. So what Kizzy said is there's times that you may have to refrain from sharing a certain level of information to someone, even though it may be true. It may be true. And that goes back to something Queen Octavia asked earlier about that particular element. When do you share? When do you give this person this information? Right? But look what Kizzy did. Kizzy answered that without even, because Kizzy wasn't in the room. But Kizzy answered Octavia. In my line of work, I am truthful and honest, but reading a person something, I won't tell them yet because they aren't ready or may be too vulnerable to hear it at the moment. Right?
And that's a judgment call, because you have to assess the situation in the energy and what frequency a person is on, right? Okay, 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 okay. So Queen Octavia says, I can be out here by myself. My elders would probably, I could be out here by myself. My elders would probably say, I'm doing too much, but feel like if it's going to come and bite me in the long run, and because you decided I couldn't handle it to know in advance, I'm going to blame you. Okay. I'm going to blame you for allowing it to happen, if that makes sense. I mean, if you want to blame someone else for something that's going on, or something that may happen that may be out of their control, then of course, yes, you can do that. But in any given situation that we're in, it's up to our ability to assess that situation, see what it is. And if we feel like it's not in our best interest, then we have to do what's necessary for us to put ourselves in a position where it doesn't cause us any type of trauma, any type of hurt or harm. Yeah. Yes. And Queen Tracy says, my people can't handle my truth. It's best I keep it to myself. Like you said, they wouldn't believe it if I told you. Right. We've experienced a number of things dealing in the capacity that we actually really deal in. People will much rather swallow a lie than accept the truth. Let's toast to the truth. How about that? Let's toast to the truth. Toast to the truth. Salute. We're toasting to the truth. Salute, sippers. Queen Octavia said, crunch, crunch, you eating on ice. Um, Octa- Queen Octavia asks Kizzy, so Kizzy says, okay, again, Kizzy said, in my line of work, I'm truthful and honest, but reading a person, sometimes I won't tell them yet because they aren't ready or maybe too vulnerable to hear it at that moment. And that's called good judgment. You assess the situation. And so Queen Kizzy, Queen Octavia asked if it's, even if it's detrimental. What do you say about that, Kizzy? She asked a question, even if it's detrimental, right? There it is. Kizzy answered you. So Kizzy says, even if it's detrimental, I will give them little hints and see how they are receiving it. I deal with people's spirit and energy, and I never want to lie to anyone, but it's a very sensitive area to deal with. So for me, it all depends on where their mental are, cause I don't want to be the cause of anyone unaliving themselves. So it depends on what and who, excuse me, it is. And that's very important. And sometimes, Kizzy, there people that don't understand the empathy and the level of sensitivity that we carry because we are healers. Although they're begging for it, I really want to just tell me, just tell me. No, I'm not going to give that to you. Basically, because look at what your emotional state of being is already. Your mentals aren't in the proper position to receive that, and then you be able to digest that and assess it properly. This is why it's very important to be mentored and to be trained and not be out here saying, oh, I just listen intuitively and the universe tells me. No, get your ass somewhere where you can be properly mentored and trained, because you're going to be responsible for how someone reacts. And if you haven't had any type of training in mental or cognitive information, chances are you're not going to know how to properly deal with people, and you'll tell them anything. And you have these kinds of people out here online that are out here telling people anything, and they haven't been trained, which is why I'm getting ready to start classes. I'm going to teach some classes. I'm going to teach you how to be able to assess and to be able to deal with certain set of circumstances and situations. I've been doing what I've been doing for over 30 years. Yes, for over 30 years. It's very important to get yourself somewhere where you can be properly tutored, mentored, trained, so that if you get yourself in a situation, hey, elder cousin, Dr. Sandra Lee Palmer, constituent, yes, that's my first cuz, my oldest cuz. But why am I saying this? Because it's very important, family. And this is why we're doing this. We're doing this because, yeah, we're doing this. Hey, Sharia Moore. Yes, these are different types of personalities nowadays. Yes, there are different type of personalities. And you have to upgrade your information. You have to upgrade the ability to understand, understand, overstand, to surround stand what people are going through mentally. This is not a joke. You just don't jump out here online and say, I'm going to give you a reading. I'm going to read this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you aren't well studied, or you're not properly connected where you can have consultation with a mentor or someone that can advise you on a certain kind of behavior. Fam, this is very serious. You have to understand what social media has opened up. And it's very important for us to understand what is really going on, right? Okay. Okay, the Prince of Peace, JP, says, if you never told them, they would never know what you know. No blame there. Okay, hey, let's toast to that. The Prince of Peace says, if you never told them, they would never have known what you know. No blame there. There we go. Salute, salute, salute. Yes. Okay. All right. Gratitude, daughter. Gratitude. Gratitude. Listen, so this is where I take a moment and pause and cause, right? Pause for the cause. Donate. You all know I'm a content creator, so I need your support. I need your financial support. And if you're on here tonight, we're not asking you to go beyond your measures. All we're saying is take a moment, and so I can shout you out. Let us know that you're here in Wind Down Wednesday, man, and you appreciate the content, right? I'm a content creator. I'm the one, the host with the most, right? The Cosmic Commander. So if you look under JP Hall, he put my Cash App out there for you. And I'm sure he's probably going to put my PayPal out there. So listen, donate. Donate. Right? This is what we do. I go on other people's platforms, I donate. Because why? That's appreciation. For them taking out the time to really think about us. They're creating content for us. That means that they have to prep. That means that they have to research. That means that they have to give up time and space to release to us certain levels of information. Hello, family. Go ahead and donate. Again, plugging. If you have a business and you have paraphernalia, send it to me and I'll plug you in. For example, now another thing. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. T. Swin has his book out. Love is for Suckers. Also, our very own Dr. Clear Etheridge, Creating the Amazing You. It's a journal. Oh, it's excellent. Look on her page. You can look her up. Dr. Clear. Okay? I'm plugging y'all. Put your business on the timeline. Okay? And I'm going to plug you. Don't worry about that. I'm not charging anybody. Listen. When people make their finances whatever way that they need to make them, right? I'm not trying to hustle anybody, but what I'm trying to do is, I see T. Swin just popped in, fam. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. That's one of the supporters, sponsors for tonight's session, and I just plugged this book right here. Please, T. Swin, put that information on where they can get a copy of this. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Now, here's what I want to say to y'all. This is very important, that we're building a family. And if you come in here and you do what you need to do, you can get all kind of exposure. I'm not charging you all, right? I'm just asking you to come in and put it on the timeline, okay? That's what's up. All right. Now, with that being said, okay, so Queen Octavia says, I agree with that. But this was kind of more geared toward a dating relationship type connection or disconnection. When your partner don't, that there is a situation or disconnection, nor a need to fix it. Okay. Kizzy, I'm pretty sure Kizzy's going to answer that. Sharia Moore says it's definitely needed. Tracy says mental illness is real. Yes, it is. Toast. Tracy said toast. Octavia says, speaking of social media, do you think couples should update their status once they are in a relationship? Me personally, no. Yeah, me personally, no. Okay. That was their status before they met you. And I don't think they should change that because they have a working project that works for them. Okay. Okay. All right. Kizzy says, I dealt with someone that was on the verge of a breakdown, asking if her man was cheating. And he was, but my spirit knew better than to say yes, because she was going to murder that man, because based on the conversation we were having, she was ready to burn it all down. Yes. And that's maturity. That's when you mature enough to be able to handle your clients in a way that you're going to steer them away from something that is going to cost them for the rest of their lives. So that is very important. Yes. Yes, JP says, I agree. Don't update status on Facebook. Absolutely not. Yes, absolutely not. Do not update your status on Facebook. And not only do not update your status on Facebook, but be private. Don't even let anyone know who you are dealing with. Right? It's none of their business. Right? And if whoever you're dealing with can't take that, then you all don't need to be together. If a person comes into your environment and what they want to do is make you do things that would make them feel comfortable, then you have to assess that. Because what that may be is detrimental to your progression. It may tear up everything that you've been building over a period of time. People will come into your space and they will tell you that, oh, you don't care about me if you don't change your status. You don't love me if you don't change your status. No, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what I've been building before you ever got here. This isn't predicated upon your feelings. It is predicated upon the hard work that I've put in creating content before you ever got here. And do you really think that I'm somehow going to remove that? Come on, please. No. You can get stepping. You can get stepping. Okay. JP says privacy is all that we have left. Absolutely. Absolutely. Queen Tracy says that's right. Don't put any relationship issues on Facebook. Please keep it private. Correct. Excuse me. Kizzy says, on relationship wise, well, as for me, my man doesn't need to know everything, especially cause being that I've been with him for 24 years, I know how he'll react, so I won't say shit. I'll just use some type of reverse psychology and allow him to figure it out or help guide him to see it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have to be very careful. Family, you all need to understand about something. When you come to Wind Down Wednesday, we are very careful. Why? Because this is grown folk conversation. So the information that we're going to release is going to be laced with wisdom. We're not going to throw anything out here without caution to the wind. When we release it, you're going to be able to assess it and find what's comparable for you. And it's applicable for you to be able to utilize and move on in your situation or your circumstances, which is very important. And with that, let's have a toast to very important. Y'all ready? Yes. Salud. I got a tidbit left in my wine glass, fam. To my sippers. What you say, Kizzy? Kizzy says, but if I'm mad, don't ask or I'll hurt your feelings. Laugh out loud. See, Kizzy, you play too much. See? Play too much. You talking about hurting somebody's feelings. I tell you what. I tell y'all one thing. I'm starting to feel this aged bourbon wine, the Charmer. DJ. The DJ New York is in the house, y'all. Reggie Gathers, baby. That's DJ Magic, y'all. That's all the way from New York, baby. We up in here. We make it do what it do. All right, let me see how many donators we have. See if anyone donated. We can shout you out. Tracy Love, gratitude for your donation. Prince of Peace, gratitude for your donation. Come on, family, who else? Y'all in the house tonight. Go on, hit your donation. Go on, drop that. Make it do what it do. All is well. All is well. DJ Magic. All right, fam, we almost about to wrap it up. Let me get two more persons. It's enough of us that are in the room. Two more persons donate. Two more persons donate. It's enough of us in the room that two more persons hit that donation. And let's have this last portion of the donation, of the conversation. Yes, I just shouted you out. Tracy Love, baby, North Kakalaki. North Carolina in the house, baby. The Prince of Peace, South Kakalaki. Hey, look, South Kakalaki and North Kakalaki has come in tandem and has donated. Who else going to join in that? Two more persons. It's two more persons in the room. Go ahead and donate. We're going to shout you out. And we're going to have the last element of this conversation. Yes, indeed. Look under JP. He put for you guys where to donate. Okay? Let me see. Okay. Okay, two more persons. I'm still waiting so we can have the last part of this conversation, family, and we can check out. What time is it? Let me see what time it is, fam. It's 8:59. Come on, fam, 2 more minutes. I'm gonna give us 2 more minutes just to hit that donation button. Go ahead and hit it, family. I promise you something extraordinary is gonna happen for you because you're making an investment in something that is progressive. Okay? We're not begging. We're just encouraging. Okay? Kizzy says, I've learned that I just have to use wisdom when it comes to speaking truth. Doesn't mean I'm fake or phony. I'm just wise. I agree with that. Thank you, Kizzy, for your donation. Listen. One more. All we need is one more. We're gonna toast to what Queen Kizzy Inspiration just said. She says, I've learned that I just have to use wisdom when it comes to speaking truth. Doesn't mean I'm fake or phony. I'm just wise. And that's what's up. Salute. Salute. Be wise. Yes. Be wise. Salute. All right, sippers. Salute. Yes, indeed. Also know that we're simultaneously streaming to Facebook. To YouTube as well as to Facebook. So anytime that you all want to go and look at my YouTube page, let me put that up there because I need you all, if you haven't, go subscribe and hit that notification button. This is my YouTube, okay? And I know the family is going to put it out there. This is how you find me on YouTube. just like this. You got to do it just like this. And I pop straight up. That is my YouTube. Yes. Queen Tracy says, be slow to speak, especially when telling the truth. Salud. Yes, indeed. Because you don't want, and also, please be advised, family, you can order your Wind Down Wednesday t-shirts. They're in the house. Wind Down Wednesday, it's hot outside. Now you can get your t-shirt. Order your t-shirt. DM me. Hit you up. All right? We hit you up. Okay? All right. Let's see if we got that one more. Okay. All right, fam. You need one? You need one now? Hey, Queen Tracy, hit me up in my DM. Drop your address and everything in my DM. Okay? And we'll get you hooked up. Right? Because I think I only, yeah, hit me up. Okay? I got you. If you need, come on, y'all. Wind Down Wednesday. We got variations of it. Okay? We got variations of Wind Down Wednesday. So, get yours. Order yours. Look, Kizzy talking about yes and don't be drunk either. Laugh out loud. Hey, y'all, listen, this Wind Down Wednesday family, y'all, baby. Listen, this is where grown folk come to converse, right? Yes, indeed. This is where we come to converse. Listen, all of you all that have donated, took the time out to donate, took the time out to share and to come in. Listen, grateful gratitude. You all, listen, we're upwards of 400 and 500 views. It seems like there's no one in the room, but listen, when it's finished and over with, we've had 400 to 500 views, family. We are making headways. That's why, please share, share, share. Why? Because sharing is what? Caring. Right? Sharing is caring. All right. Yes, indeed. Get your Wind Down t-shirt, baby. They hot. JP said they hot, baby. Yes, indeed. All right, before we get out of here, does anyone else have anything they want to add to the conversation before we check out? Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Yeah. All right, fam. It was an open conversation. Kizzy says, may you all have a wonderful week. We halfway to the weekend. Hump day, baby. Yeah. Last I checked, Kizzy, humping is the easiest thing to do. you put your back down, sucker, and you raise your rump. Hump day, baby. Listen. Gratitude. Again, tonight's sponsors were the Prince of Peace, T. Swin, Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast, Queen Octavia, and the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker, baby. And also we're plugging none other than T. Swin, man. Lovers. Lovers. Love is for suckers. T. Swin. Plug in. Yeah. Queen Octavia said she was kicked out. Not fair. I know, right? All right. Dr. Clear. Journaling. Right? Creating the Amazing You. It's an amazing book, fam. She got some good stuff in there. All right? So you want to check that out. Okay? Dr. Clear Etheridge. my constituent, we're constituents, as well as T. Swing. Men can always be wrong. Now, if you have products, bring them on. Oh, also let me put this out. Okay, Kafira, beads crafted by Kafira, right there, right there. Oh, y'all gotta come get them. Let me see, I got some more over here. Right there, beads crafted by Kafira, right there. Look on the timeline. Hey, if y'all really want some good products that are going to endure the test of time, you want to get with Kafira. Beads crafted by Kafira. Listen, they is off the chain. And then also, if your children need tutoring, you want to get with the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, baby. Yes, indeed. He will teach them math. He does also English, and he also does social study works and different types of things of that nature, right? The master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker. He's out on location, so he wasn't able to be here tonight, but I'm pretty sure he'll plug in later and put his information out there, right? I'm not sure, Queen Octavia, why they would cite community violation. That's crazy. Because we haven't allowed them to be able to do that because we're open. Okay. So, let me check to make sure no one else has donated before we get out of here. All right, so, as always, Wind Down Wednesday, baby. With who? Thank you also, Queen Octavia, for your donation. It's Wind Down Wednesday, y'all. Oh, yeah. It's quitting time, y'all. We about to head up out of here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we do it, right? Let's make some noise. Yes, indeed. Beaded Vibrations by Kafira. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, so they're saying that you posted too many times. They say, Queen Octavia, you posted too many times. Yes, indeed. Queen Tracy Love, the host with the most. Yes, indeed. Hey, Queen, Kizzy Inspiration. Listen, we love you back. Listen, with all of that, do what? Hold what you got. Y'all know what we do. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. But what? By all means, do what? Govern yourselves, what? Accordingly. One love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity, and what? Good health. And at the appointed time, I love you all. Mwah, mwah. Love you all. See you all, what? Next Wednesday, where we'll be what? Winding down with what? Grown folk conversation. Grown folk conversation. Grown folk conversation.